Bonjour, everybody. Hi, this is Neshi Lokotz. Welcome to Star Nations Organization's main fan page and to the show, the live stream show, Communications from Home. It is Tuesday night, July 31st. And you know what? We are certainly feeling the effects of the Mercury retrograde. And so I'm going to say out loud, I accept all of the gifts of the Mercury retrograde and release anything less than the gifts. And then we're going to say thank you to Mercury himself for bringing all the gifts and that sort of thing. So it's too funny. Hey, Christine. Christine's in the house, one of our sisters. So here's the deal, guys, peeps. Thank you for being here with us. First of all, we appreciate it. We are having a little bit of a technical difficulty. We, meaning me, is that as usual, I'm having a little audio difficulty. And we're going to try something. When I bring Minnie on, we're going to try something that we're crossing our fingers it's going to work. If not, we got plan B. We just want to make sure that we get to the actual show. So I want to start that piece before we do the experiment, the grand experiment. So here we go. Tonight's show is all about Minnie Kansman's brand new column in Star Nations magazine. And her new column's name is Nature Adventures. And I have to say that we have been looking forward to this for some time. Can't tell you exactly how long, but for some time. And so let me tell you just a little bit about Minnie, okay? Because although many people here at Star Nations know Minnie and know Minnie quite well, I would like to share with you her bio out of the magazine, okay? And so Minnie Kansman and her business, Eco Balance, Humanity in Harmony with Nature, have been assisting others with feng shui, sacred space clearings, and nature spirit connections since 1994. Yes, I said that, 1994. She doesn't look like it. She should have that many years of experience, but she does. She is a certified master feng shui consultant and educator, and a certified nature and forest therapy guide. She lives lightly on the land and honors the power of spirit in all things. And she does. I can attest to that. Minnie is the author of Spirit Gardens, Rekindling Our Nature Connection, and also of Missing Nana, Lessons from the Nature Spirits, a playful children's story about the afterlife based on love. And you can get both of those books either at her main website or at Amazon or at lulu.com for Nana, Missing Nana. Minnie is also the co-host of the radio show, live stream show, Nature Adventures, right here on Star Nations Radio Network. And that is on the third Thursday of each month at 8 p.m. Eastern. So with that, I'm going to bring Minnie on, and we're going to try this grand design. And I'm just going to say, hello, Tomato. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, being in the house. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And before I bring Minnie on, could you, those of you that are with us tonight in the live chat, could you do me a favor and share the show? And I'll tell you why, because I can't do it. I'm using my phone to have the audio. And so it's kind of difficult for me to be able to share the show out using my phone when I'm already on my phone. So I really would appreciate it if you could share and like the show. We would really appreciate it. Okay, thanks. All right, so now I'm going to bring Minnie on, and here's the grand design. Hi, Rochelle. All right, we'll have to see how this goes. Minnie, can you hear me? Oh, yay! Yay! Okay. Our grand experiment is working. Yay. And so for those that are in the live chat, if you could please let me know if you can hear Minnie very well, because her voice may be a little quiet. So I just wanted to let us know if our voice, you can hear our voices well. Okay. All right, we're going to get started, and just let us know in the comment section, and we'll turn up the volume if we can. Okay, thanks. All right, so Minnie, first of all, welcome to Communications from Home. You know, yeah, absolutely. Although I have to tell you that the energy has been kind of wonky lately. And it's even this morning, I couldn't figure out what happened this morning. I know that I'm lack of sleep, but I actually opened my live stream show this morning saying, "Welcome to Sacred Hoop." And why is that so funny? Is because Sacred Hoop was my previous personal business that I haven't worked with in almost 3 years. That's why. Okay, so they're saying they can't hear Minnie. Can't hear Minnie at all. Okay. Yeah, Rochelle's saying, "Where's Minnie?" Okay, so they can't hear you at all. All right, so you have to put that was part of the grand design. Just because I can hear Minnie doesn't mean anybody else can hear Minnie. Okay, she just changed something, so let us know. I'm going to let her talk a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to give them just a little bit to respond to that. Minnie did say, "Can you hear me now?" And if you could hear her, please let us know. And otherwise, we will have to do something. Okay, Rochelle says that she can't see us. Now, that's something different. All right, so that's the next question. Tell us if you can see us too. That would be good. Rochelle, you may have to refresh your screen just in case you're the only one that can't see us. Okay, still can't hear Minnie. All right, so we're going to have to go to our contingency of no. What I'd like you to do is to click them into your computer. Did you have them in the computer? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Huh. What they're saying. Oh, here, wait. Let me do this. Hold on. Okay, now, Minnie, don't change anything. Just say whatever. Okay. Okay. Now we have to give them we just have to give them just a little time here, and then hopefully they'll be able to let us know because we have that 5-second delay, and who knew that 5 seconds is a long time. So Minnie, if you can just, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's okay about Minnie's screen because Minnie lives out in the country, and sometimes her internet isn't the greatest. So, what we're more concerned about is if you can hear Minnie. And Christine's saying they still can't hear you. Isn't that weird? Yeah. Why don't you try that? Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. All right, everybody. So Minnie is, thank you, Mato. Yeah, we're going to try to get that fixed. What Minnie did was she went out to kind of refresh her screen, and then she's going to come back in, and hopefully her sound will be good. I'm just glad you guys get to hear me. Uh-huh. It's the weirdest thing. Okay, so Rob is saying nope. Nope, you can't hear Minnie because Minnie did leave. She left to be able to figure out what she can do with her differently with her. Okay, thank you, Anne. Minnie did make a slight exit. She left to refresh her screen and also to do her microphone just a little bit differently, and then she's going to come back in. Okay, and then we'll do another test. Okay. All right. Okay. Except I don't see you. Yeah, except I don't see you. Oh, there you are. Okay. Here you are.
Here I come. Please listen. Can you guys hear me? Anyone hear me?
See,
please. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so.
Anybody?
Yeah. Yes. Christina's saying, yes, we can hear you. Great. Excellent.
Yay. Okay, let's have a show.
Okay, you know what? Can
you hear me?
I hear you.
Can you hear me?
On
all right.
The computer, I can hear you.
So we can hang up the phone. Okay, cool. Good.
Okay. Yay!
Then I can like and share now. Yeah.
That is so funny.
Not much to share yet, but yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is so funny. And thank you, everybody, for being so patient with this. It is that technical issue that sometimes rears up and lets us know that we are using a relatively new technology. And you add the Mercury retrograde in there, and what do you got, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, Minnie, we'll start this again. Yeah. Welcome to Communications from Home.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Oh my gosh. You have to admit, Min, that we have fun whenever we're together.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
All right. So this show is all about talking about, sharing about your brand new column that is coming out in the August issue of Star Nations magazine called Nature Adventures. And I've been excited about this, anticipating it, because, you know, audience, it takes a little effort and a little time to pull together a column for the magazine. A lot of creative juices goes into it. And so when Minnie shared with me that she would like to do this, of course, I said, absolutely. So Minnie, if you could share with us, first of all, how did you select the name for your new column? And second of all, how did you make the decision to make that leap to a new column?
Okay. Well, the name was interesting. It's usually how I pick names. I get into the energy of what I want it to be, and then I just start words that kind of depict that energy or that have the essence of that energy. And I had, I don't know, a whole list of like 10, 12 words. And it was interesting because I read them to Neshi, and she heard Nature Adventures, and I didn't have those two words together anywhere in my list, but they were separate with other things. I can't remember now what they were, but I went, I like that. So it's kind of a collaboration, girl, if you think about it. But I liked it because it was a very broad, a broad venue for me to write within, where the mystic travels that I did before seemed to need to be about travel. And Nature Adventures opens it up to any type of encounter I have with Mother Earth, any type of experience I have with Gaia, whether it's I'm traveling or I'm walking in my backyard, I'm leading a forest therapy walk, I'm having an animal encounter, so I'm working with my garden. So it broadened up my range of, and
I don't know what that means.
really, well,
If you like.
sorry, my phone is talking, telling me it doesn't know what to do. So, anyways, where was it? Yeah, and also I love my photography. I love my nature photography. So there will be as many pictures, as many photographs in my travel article, because it's to take beautiful photographs of nature. It just inspires me, and to get to share that and the stories that show up, I'm really excited. Yeah.
So are we. One of the things that I really wanted to make sure that stayed with your column were the pictures, because when you first started writing for us, and you were taking pictures, it was like, they're good, but we really need a higher resolution. And you made the commitment to get a different camera, and you started your own photography. And I tell you what, those are fun pictures, and they're higher quality, higher resolution. And so to share your journeys with us, through the pictures. So I was really glad that you were going to continue. I was going to talk you into it if you weren't going to.
Oh, and I have so many photographs, so there's so many topics that I could choose from, and so I'm looking forward to share and being inspired, and and even it's kind of fun to see what the topics for the magazine are, because we have pre-assigned topics for the magazine, to see how I can blend or weave that, what photographs do I have that would go with that, and then create, because the photos create the story for me. I always start with the photos, and then the story comes from them. So, yeah.
Okay, so that is a really important piece that many people may not even know about how you write your articles, is that your pictures lead the way, the images lead the way. Wow.
Great. I have a blank template from my articles that has, about 5 picture frames, text frames that I can, and I'll put the photos in first, figure out, kind of the order might shift around, and then I write between the photos. I write the paragraphs that happen, kind of explaining that photo, and then figure out, what's the next part of the story, my last article, I think I had 9 photographs in it, because there were so many beautiful photos from La Verne in Italy that I couldn't leave them out, and they were telling the story.
Yeah.
And the elves, at Elf Elm, I asked one time, do I give you too many photos? And she said, Minnie, photos says, 1,000 words. So what, go ahead. Your photos are beautiful. I have like 1, so I was feeling like I was hogging the magazine a bit. But I write less, have more photos is kind of the idea.
Well, the use of the photos, Elf Elm, our layout specialists, they certainly, we call the name of their business is Elf Elm Publishing, and they happen to be my niece and my sister-in-law, and so I started from the early on. I started calling them the elves, and actually on the Keebler elf.
Well, they are magical.
They are magical.
Yeah, they're magical. They are.
They do magical things. And so no matter how many pictures you've sent to them, Minnie, they have always laid them out in a beautiful way. And so I know that we're working on it right now on the August issue, and they're right in the midst of doing the layout piece. And so I can't wait to see the PDF, the first draft.
I know.
I know. All right. So with
Me
the
too.
with the images, there's one thing that we know about energy and imagery is that it is a very female energetic way of communicating. And so even when we do meditations, guided meditations, where we ask those in meditation to bring to them that image, right? And so,
Right, that visualization, right?
right. And so your pictures to me is the balance between the yin and yang, or the male and female energies, because you have the written word, which is more of the masculine, right? But you also have many more
Mm-hmm.
images. And so for me, that's kind of like a balance.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that?
Right. Well, for me, it's, because being in my head isn't it always an easy place for me to be. I have to work at that male, balance. And sometimes an article wants me to say, this is the place, these are the dates, this is the, and I have to go hunt those facts down on the internet because the story needs that foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of times I have to go hunt. I mean, for me, that's the real masculine, the dates, the times, the names, because sometimes, well, probably the majority of the time, a lot of my writing is still on the very feminine flowing side, because that's my style.
Mm-hmm.
But it often, there's facts that need to, it's an article, it needs some facts sometimes too, then it's not all beautiful words, So,
Otherwise we'd have a coffee table,
I know.
Book. Okay, so we have a couple.
Coffee table book, yeah.
And we might want.
And can everyone hear me good? Can I ask that again? I want to make sure I'm doing enough volume,
All right, we'll let them come back.
In the chat room.
Yeah. And so Madhu is saying, your audio, she's referring to, must have been the standing ovation and the call for an encore for Minnie. That's how back. And Rochelle is,
okay.
When am I going to take a vacation or a break? That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Elise, yeah, that is a good question.
Elise says, hello, girls, a bit late. Sorry.
Bit late.
No problem. No worries, Elise. And Christine is saying, your sound is great.
Yes, great, Minnie.
Yeah. And look who else is in the house. Your sister, Anne's here.
I saw that. Hi, Annie. Yeah. We had a great week last week at the Great Lakes Retreat.
Yeah. Hey, I saw the pictures of some of the imagery. Talk about imagery. It really looked like you guys are having a good time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And you had beautiful weather too. Holy smokes.
Yeah. We did. Yeah. We did. Beautiful forest therapy class that I got to teach. And my mantra always with the weather, when I really make a request for the weather elementals to be on my side, usually I ask for sunny, what we had on Friday morning. So, instead of saying don't rain, don't, they don't hear the don't, you've got to ask exactly for what you want. And I found anywhere in the 70s, from 70 to 79 is really perfect weather. So I don't say sunny, because sunny could be 98, right?
And we've had that, yes, at JLR.
Right. Yeah. Piece that was so awesome was the mosquitoes stayed away. So I said bug free, and missing mosquitoes, and so there were no mosquitoes. It was amazing.
Okay, but here's the key question, because I didn't hear anything about this. Is that, did the thunderstorm happen? Because doesn't JLR usually have at least one?
We had one. It was at night. It happened during the night that we had a storm come through. So, yeah. Yeah, we had only one day that I pulled an umbrella out, and that was just on a trip to the cafeteria, but not on the way back. So yeah, that's rare.
Yeah, it is. Here's
There were
Elise.
threats of rain the whole time. Even like I did the drumming circle the first night on Sunday night, and it all the way up till 8 o'clock when I was supposed to start, it was iffy. On the radar showed, the rain was circling Olivet, and I'm out talking to the clouds saying, well, what are you going to do? Because we're going to do the drumming inside or we're going to do it outside. And they said, go to your program and in half an hour come back and you'll know. So I just told everyone, if it's not raining, when we get done with this, we're doing it outside. And we did. It was cloudy. It was perfect. So
good. Excellent.
And the courtyard loves the drumming.
Absolutely does.
Yeah.
All those oak trees. So Elise is saying, can't wait to meet you both. Highlight of my year, she says. Well, we can't meet.
Oh, she's coming to the Hogwarts class. I think I have a few more recruits for the Hogwarts class. It was talking Lakes, and I've just talked to a couple more people yesterday, Neshi. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so here's the
I love that ad. I love that those books and that little fox in the corner. He's so darn cute.
I know. When I found this, I knew it was.
You realize this is over the equinox. September 22nd is the
time. Yeah. Yes,
and it'd be gorgeous in color. And I will ask for 70s and sunny. I've already started. So how's that?
Yay. I know. So, if you want to join us in September 22nd weekend, please do so. You can just go to the Star Nations website, go to the Academy page, scroll down till you see it, and all the information is there, what it's about, and the registration fee. And I have to tell you, hello, Robin, and Cynthia Jones is here too. Look at this.
Yes. Hey. Cynthia's considering coming. We talked yesterday about it. So.
Oh, I hope so, Cynthia.
She's gonna see about her and Kat coming together. We're gonna see.
Oh, yeah. That would be fun. That would be fun. And Robin is here. Robin says, good evening. Had to look for the show link. Oh, I'm glad you found it. I'm glad you're here. Yeah. All right. So with the class, I'm just going to spend just a couple more minutes on this one then, is some of the things that we're going to be doing during this class is this is a class that Minnie and I promised a whole bunch of people about 6 years ago that we were going to do the second class. And this year we decided now is the time. And Minnie and I haven't taught together in a few years. So it's kind of like being a little bit of a reunion, teaching reunion too. But we're going to be teaching some pretty cool stuff, you guys. For instance, we are going to be making the medicine bags or the medicine pouches, your personal ones, the smaller ones. I had mentioned this, I think it was on the Academy closed group, or maybe it was on the morning live stream. At any rate, we're going to fit that in so that we can work on your own personal medicine bags. We're going to be doing a little journey work and divination work. Those are the things that just popped into my head. Minnie is going to be doing. What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be teaching some herbology, which is showing you around Neshi's property and showing you what weeds you can actually eat. We can make tinctures out of and medicine because, nature's right in your backyard. And it's usually the weeds that are the best, most potent. And we'll be doing some forest therapy, nature therapy work, and we'll be making wands from natural wood and even teaching you how to use those wands and you can use them as a space clearing tool even. So and we'll be doing some space clearing, right, Neshi?
Yes, we will.
And yeah, there's just a lot of layers. You've got a lot of study between both of us. We've got many years of study and in practice under our belts. I just did a space clearing.
I was just going to say, combined. Combined, Minnie and I have over 60 years of space clearing experience.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's just so, yeah, lots of fun. You know, it's kind of of advanced topics is what I see it as. It's a smorgasbord. So you can kind of pick and choose, and maybe you'll go on to study even deeper into one or two that you really resonate with.
Yeah.
But we want to give you a really nice variety, and we want to go as deep as we can too, because we know it's not your first time around the block here.
That's right.
Yeah.
And whether it's shoring up, strengthening the foundation, or creating the new foundation. If this is the first time you've ever been to a class like this, or maybe it's only the second time. So our intention is to give you information to make a stronger foundation, or to create a strong foundation to build off from. So, yeah, the magic of Hogwarts. Yeah, and let's see, we have
and Hogwarts just makes it fun. You know, the Hogwarts theme just makes it like we're kids again, and we're learning from a very lighthearted, lots of laughter. That's the best way to learn.
I think so. I do. Now somebody is saying hello to you here. Nikki Elizabeth is saying hello. Minnie.
Oh, Nikki. I met her at retreat. Such a beautiful soul. Nikki, you should come to Hogwarts. Yep.
Yeah. And Rochelle is saying, I'm looking forward to seeing you two in 10 days. Okay, you're seeing me in 10 days.
I was going to say, I won't be there. Sorry.
Wait, unless you're going to be seeing.
I'm going to be in Colorado. Yeah.
But you're going to be in Colorado.
I'll be in Colorado.
Yeah, Rochelle, you won't be seeing Minnie in 10 days. You'll be seeing me in 10 days. We're going to be doing.
I'll be in Colorado researching my next article for the magazine.
Yeah. So,
I think it will be about
getting back to
Rocky Mountain National Park, probably spending a month there, and I'll be right on.
Here's the promotion that I did for Minnie. And actually, the elves are the ones that use the raw material to create this. And so our readership and those in our community will be seeing this many more times as we try to get the word out. I love this picture of Minnie with her hat on. This is the adventurous Minnie. This is the hiker Minnie with her hat on. Is that true?
Yep. It's interesting. I do hike differently now, though, that I've done forest therapy, because slow hike actually you get more out of. My husband and my son will be hiking to the top of, I believe that's going to be to the left, the pointing one. They'll be going to the top of that. I'll be going a mile, stopping at some more beautiful field of flowers and doing my therapy work, and then they'll pick ours and I'll take and such. But I'm not so into the peaks as much, as accomplishing that peak as I am in experiencing the energies of the forest. Mm-hmm. That's really where I'm at, and if I can be near water, I'm really happy too. So you've changed how you have hiked, going for those moments in nature that feed your soul, rather than I made it to the top feeling of success. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I've already done that. There'll be some tops, because some of those tops are up there they take your breath away. They always do. But stay around, it's amazing. So I will do some, but I will pick and choose, because I didn't hike 16 miles in one day. Yeah.
Well, I know that Colorado. Colorado is a special place for you and also for your family, and so spending time there is really. Mm-hmm. Is like not just a respite, but it's almost like going home to your second home.
It is. It really calm. I I get there and something settles in me. Something just drops in. I can breathe deeper, and you just after you've been on a long vacation, you come home and I feel that way when I'm close enough to just really feel the mountains and the hug of the green foothills around it. I just feel like I settle in and I can breathe.
Yeah.
And then when I leave, I cry, and I watch it fade away in the rearview mirror. I watch the mountain, and I go, it is home.
It is. And we have some really already beautiful pictures from there.
Yeah. So this year we're spending a month there.
A whole month, 30 days.
Yeah.
Here's a
and
question.
it doesn't. Daughter-in-law live there. I get to. Yeah.
And here's a question from Crystal. She says, "I would love that class. Will it be recorded?" That is the Hogwarts class.
Hadn't thought about it.
Well, yeah, that's true. We haven't thought about it. And when I just paused for a second, Crystal, when I read your question, I thought, well, there could be aspects of the class that could be recorded. The harder parts to record would be the force therapy, the stuff that we're going to be doing outside, the shamanic journey work that we're going to be doing would be very difficult to do. So parts could be done, but other parts would have a challenge to them to get done. So we're going to have to kind of think about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a no.
Yeah.
Because maybe.
No.
Maybe.
Yeah. Right.
All right. And so Amato is saying, Colorado is the same way for me. I feel like I'm home there and can breathe deeply there. Kindred spirits, eh? He feels the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's this, Rochelle? Elisa's saying, my friend Rochelle is bringing you a gift from me. Really? Okay. I can't wait to see it. I have to wait 10 days. 10 days to see it. All right. So, as a writer, Minnie, I want to show this because this is the cover of your very first book, Spirit Gardens. And how long? What year did you publish that in?
I published Spirit Gardens, Rekindling Our Nature Connection in 2007.
Wow. I know time flies, but I was just looking at the book, maybe about a month ago or so. And the information in there is still relevant today. Wouldn't you say?
It's very current. I often share it with my feng shui clients because the chapter on feng shui, even though it's written for outdoors, can apply indoors as well. In the 5 element pieces, ceremonies. There's all kinds of ceremonies in there. There's a whole recipe section of food you can create from, weeds and herbs in your garden. And then there's the whole talk into the fairies and the elementals and how to do that. So it's kind of a how-to book for everything I love in one place. Yeah.
which comes
and then how to set up your garden feng shui. Yeah, how to set up a garden in with the feng shui energies. So, yeah.
So there's one thing I'm going to bring up the other book too, but before I do that, I know that your connection to nature goes back quite a ways, and I'm going to bring up the next book cover because I think that some of that story kind of goes with this book. And if you could share with us how your connection to nature began. I think she froze. Did we lose Minnie? I think we Minnie, oh, there you are.
Well, it really. Can you hear it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. My nature connection really is my mom. And so, probably from birth. She was a active gardener, especially hers were her favorites, and she passed that on to my sisters and myself. My family cherished time as a fisherman and a hunter, summer vacations, 2-3 weeks out to Yosemite or Glacier, now Rocky Mountain, and Yellowstone. We were always had this grand summer vacation. And usually right after we got out of school, sometimes they'd pick us up for the last day of school and then we would go. When you're raised that way to love nature, a Girl Scout leader called her the Nature Ladies because at Girl Scout camp she taught nature art. But we're talking about it was so fun. So, I was immersed in it and shown how important it was and spent a lot of time outdoors. Even, we lived on a lake, so we had the water element too. Mm-hmm. But Mom had gardens surrounding the house and all around the borders of the house, and they were beautiful. And then we took walks out in the woods. She'd take for what we call spring mornings. Paticillium, what's flowers to bloom? She was so excited, and she had that excitement too. So it's wonderful to be able to express that. That I found in my adult world that I can express that through these radio shows, and that's for me, for offering that platform for me.
Well, you're absolutely welcome. I'm just putting your link to your website into the chat.
Kansman.com.
Yeah, MinnieKansman.com. And so you can visit Minnie's website, and you can both her books are there, I believe, and her services, her classes that are coming up. When is your next?
Right.
Other than Hogwarts, the magic of Hogwarts. Do you have anything coming up?
I have a forest therapy walk on September 8th. It's International Forest Therapy. And so all around the world, forest therapy guides will be offering walks on that day. And mine will be here in Portland, Michigan at the Stone Circle, where I often lead walks. It will be from on the 8th on Saturday of September. You can sign up for that from my website, and you can, let me know your comment and pay the difference. A beautiful place. You've been there, Neshi.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful to have a walk, easy place to have a walk. I walk very far. Probably a mile, maybe, for the whole day. And we're there for hours. So slow and easy day. And it's all about fun of being in nature. So it's not about hardship, endurance. It's about being and slowing down and enjoying yourself and giving you that. And sometimes you need to go on spend moving slow in nature. Because we'll take walks in the woods, but they're not forest therapy. They're walks through the woods is what they are.
Yeah.
So very.
Yeah, I was just thinking, fond memories of that those standing stones. The first time we were in Lyon to visit with you, our sister Christine was with me, and we were driving to Minnie's house from Lyons to her house, and it was the first time we had both been on that stretch of road. Christine, who's the passenger, sees the standing stones. Do you remember this? And she goes, stones, stones, standing stones. And energetically, I could feel her leaving the cab of the truck. And I said, wait, don't go there without us. Come back. She was so excited over there standing stones. So, and we did make a trip up. Yeah. That was so funny.
Right. And I did not know they were there. You guys found them. I knew I was supposed to be, in kind of the middle of the state. For some reason, I had to move a little more to the, but those stones are really what drew me there. Mm-hmm. And I didn't tell you this, but the last time we were there for the summer solstice, the man, Ed Like, who erected them, who showed up one other time last fall for he showed up during my walk talking about him and his family. He's walking up behind me, and the class is just like, because I said, and here he is almost on cue. And he was at he went to different areas of the park, and he asked me if I wanted to be caretaker of this stone circle. And I'm like, of course. I'm here every month anyways. It's in Portland, Michigan, that stone circle is in the town of Portland.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So,
and who believes in coincidences? I believe in synchronicities.
Ed lives in Texas. He doesn't live in Portland. He lives in Texas. But
he does.
He's shown up twice when I've been there. Yeah.
Wow. Look who else is here. Connie's here too. Hi, Connie. Thank you for being here with us.
Hi, Connie.
Connie's one of our live stream show hosts. She has a show on the last Thursday of each month at 9:30 Eastern Time. Spiritual Mysteries of Life. Connie is one of our Fair Nations elders. And so for her to show up in our shows and our chat rooms, it always makes me smile. Mm-hmm. So grateful, Connie, that you make time to be with us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Elise is saying, I love Grandmother Earth. Me too.
Mm-hmm. Me three.
Christine says, I love the stone circle. I know. I'll never forget that. Ever, because your energy was flying out there to those stones. As we're driving, it's like, no, you can't go there without us. Get back in the car. Get back in the cab. Because our first excursion there, we really wanted to have as many of us sisters together to experience it. So, yeah. And speaking of sisters, there was something that was mentioned. Probably about a month ago or so. You were talking about, I believe it was the spring equinox being out at the stones. And one of us wrote, I think it might have been Christine, wrote a comment to your post about the sisters should be there for our annual visit that we try to get together for once a year. We should right back at the stones. And I said, yes. So I'm making it public. whether Minnie's been here or not, we are. We're going.
I'll come back. Yeah, well, you guys can come for the winter one. That's always interesting because we're there, and it's cold and really cold out. This beautiful, and there's snow all around. We bring hot chocolate and coffee, and lots of blend. But it was fun. I had my big down jacket. I was good.
You get dressed for the weather.
That's the next. the next one, because we're going to be at your house for Hogwarts.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And then the March one can be kind of cold too. You know, Michigan in March.
Kind of could.
But the fall one, usually decent weather. Sometimes rain. We've been out there in all of it, you know, and that's just nature, you know.
As long
You
as you
just dress for the weather.
Yeah.
Right. Umbrellas. Yeah, we've done it.
hand warmers. You put them in your boots too, and your feet don't get cold.
Yeah.
There are all kinds of tricks.
And Bev started to bring sparklers, which is so fun because we're celebrating the light, right? The fun. And so to have the sparklers, and then that just brings out the kid energy in us. And when we take lots of photos of us being silly and fun, like we used to play with sparklers when we were little. So
Yeah. Here's Christine. She's got a memory. She says, remember when we were walking around the outside of the stone circle? This is the first time we were there. And you were connecting in to find the door. I do remember that. She said I could hide the key myself.
Yep. 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 I do at the doorway every time. I always leave an offering on the two stones that mark the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And we bring flowers for the stone. Lots of Kat and I will circle it with cornmeal. We bring gifts. We bring flowers and chocolate. He likes that.
Yeah.
We've gotten to know it over the years. Yeah, I've been here like 6 years now. So, yeah.
Well, you know, you've certainly made memories.
A lot of celebrations there.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I just
and I wrote it.
What was it?
It said I've written articles about the stone circle, but I'm sure there'll be more. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, there'll be more. So I just wanted to remind everybody that Minnie's new column, Nature Adventures, its premiere or debut is in the August issue, and that'll be published on August 10th. If you already have the digital app for it, you'll be getting your notification for it. Of course, I'll be putting stuff out on Facebook and social media in general for it. But so we encourage you to share in Minnie's first article under Nature Adventures. I really think that you're going to like it. The imagery, the pictures that she's chosen to go with this particular article, I tell you what, those are calendar worthy, is what I say, calendar worthy. So, Minnie, do you have anything else you'd like to add before we sign off? I know it's a little early, but I want to explain something to everybody before we head out.
I'm really excited to write. I love the creativity of writing, and we're talking about her glory and her phases and her faces I'm just very pleased that other people seem to enjoy that type of it, and like I said,
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Minnie. I do appreciate you taking the time to be with us and to share the memories, but also we're going to be creating new memories too. So thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for having me, Neshi.
So if you could stick around in the green room, I just have a couple of things I want to cover with the peeps before we say goodnight. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. How do I do this?
Bye, everyone.
All right. So what I wanted to share with you guys, actually to ask you a favor, I'm going to be setting a date. And the date is going to be coming up probably more towards the end of September, but I'm kind of prepping you now, is I'm going to be setting some time so that we can meet in the closed group for the Star Nations Radio Network. Okay, so if you're not a member of the closed group, that's okay. Just ask to be invited and we'll make sure that you guys get in. And here's the reason why, because I started something last year that has proven to be not just helpful, but insightful, and to be able to bring our community together to chat about something. And that is, I'm going to be working on the article topics for 2019 in the next couple of months. And what I would like to do is to be able to sit down with you in that closed group and see what's on your minds. What would you like to see in the magazine? Because chances are that if it's going to be in the magazine, we'll actually have a show about it too. And so I would like to ask you to kind of start considering what are the kinds of things that you would like to see us write about in the magazine. What would you like to read? And that may lead to an actual show here on Star Nations Radio Network, live stream shows as well. So watch for the date that will be coming up where we'll be having that chat in the Star Nations Radio Network closed group, okay? All right. So with that, enjoy the rest of your evening, your Tuesday night, and we'll see you next month. Oh my gosh, August. The first Tuesday in August for Communications from Home. And in other words, and then for those of you who like to watch the live stream show in the mornings with me, I'll see you at 10 a.m., 11 Eastern tomorrow morning. Okay. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening.